Guys, corrected for the exposure settings. This is exactly how the meter looks. It is very dim. The letters and everything are readable, but the bulbs, these are the factory bulbs that came with a Zen, so it shows an inherent reduction in brightness over the last 25 years now. They have never been replaced. So we're going to do the bulb change from the halogen bulbs, W5W, two numbers present, to LEDs, and see how good they are. There are two connectors on either side of the cluster, and you have to disconnect both from the rear, including a mechanical linkage cable that is connected to the engine assembly. So let's see how this is done. Guys, so in the engine bay, you can notice if you come here, this particular, so this is your mechanical linkage where it connects to the engine transmission assembly. Now you have to pull this cover up. There's a rubber grommet here. If you pull it up like this, you can see a clip there, right? You have to just pull that clip aside and careful not to lose it. This is a clip, so you can simply pull it out this way, right? So you can simply pull the cable out and it will come out of that socket. This is the socket there. So once you do that, this cable is free, so you can get some leeway while you're pulling the speedometer assembly from the inside. Okay, once you have disconnected the mechanical linkage cable, you will come to the inside and I'll show you where are the screws. Your two screws here. Either you can use a small stubby screwdriver, or you can align your screwdriver at an angle to open this. And you have two screws here. There you go. Phillips head again, so that you can open. And once you do that, you have four screws on all four corners here. Once you open this shroud, to make things easier for you, the best thing would be to remove two bolts here. If you remove these two bolts on either side, you can lower the steering column, so you'll get some room to play around with. There you go. So you can see the two screws here on which the steering is column is held in place. You can lower it. Keep the screws safe. Now you have ample room to play around with. Guys, like I said, you can use a good screwdriver at an angle to remove these two screws, or you can use a small stubby screwdriver. Now I don't have a stubby here with me, so I prefer something like this. Once you remove all the screws, this shroud comes off and you have access to the cluster here. Now you can see there are four more screws here, two on either side at the bottom. There are two on top. You can remove that. Guys, remember the screws are of various lengths and types, so be careful to know which one goes where. I wish Maruti had kept all the screws the same. Now you have two connectors here. Just pull the tab here, simply pull it and take it out. Similarly on the other side, that is it. So your cluster comes off like this. It's very easy. Just requires a little bit of elbow grease, bending and pulling out things. So this is the unit. This is the stock cluster, no changes. So we'll just clean it and change the bulbs. It's very easy to change the bulb. You have to rotate it. You can see the unit here. This is a W5W halogen bulb, or a T10. Same goes here. These are T5 bulbs, guys. So we'll change them as well because they're pretty old. Now what you can do is this area is going to be very dusty, so simply have it cleaned using a clean cloth. So this is a linkage, guys. You can pull it out once you detach it from the engine transmission assembly and the clip. You'll get a little bit of room to play around with. Okay, so once you've done the cleaning, I think we can just clean this unit and change the lights. There's a lot of dust inside, you can see here at the corner. We can remove this clip, guys. It's very simple. You only have to detach here and this whole thing comes off. So we'll just clean it first. Guys, careful about this circuit. It's not even a board, it's like a small paper. You can see that. So be careful when you clean it. So to change the bulbs, what you need to do is, you can see these sockets here. So simply rotate it, pull it out. They come from the socket. You can see Toshiba mentioned here. So simply pull out the bulb and insert the new bulb. So once it goes inside, it fits firmly. Now simply replace it back. Observe the notches here and insert it. That is it. Similarly, do it for all the bulbs. You can repeat this for the rest of the P5 bulbs, the smaller ones. Now I have a packet of P5 bulbs here. These are from the local market. I got this 10 units for ₹30. Guys, removing the instrument cluster's plexiglass is quite simple. Now if you notice here, there are many clips that holds the plexiglass to the body. There are two here, one on the side and three at the bottom. So please don't use any tool because in all likelihood this glass is quite a few years old in your car unless it's a new cluster. So what you need to do is just use your finger to, you can see this tab that's holding it. So this tab has to be, see that? So you need to push that clip so it comes off. Supplement it with this one, it comes off. That is how you remove the plexiglass from the cluster. Now you can see that this is a relatively clean cluster, but in some cases you may have dust and all. You can actually see some dust particles inside. So you can use a brush to gently clean it. If required, you can use a blower too, because this, unlike modern clusters, this one does not have any seal with the plexiglass. Otherwise, dust wouldn't creep inside. So lightly dust it off, and this is clean. You can see that. Now to clean the glass here, again, please don't use any solvent, thinner, nothing. Just wipe it off with a clean microfiber cloth and water. So once you are done with the cleaning, just insert the cluster glass back. Observe the slots where it is supposed to secure the glass and simply insert it. Pay attention to this reset switch that's jutting out. That is it, guys. So let's go ahead and secure the cluster back to the car. Guys, so what we'll do is we'll install the cluster back. So this is going to be a slightly tricky process because you have limited access here. So what you need to do is you have to connect these two connectors and you have to insert the input cable for the speedometer. So this may take a few tries, but do it patiently. So let's go to the engine bay. Okay guys, you can see a small slot there in the speedometer entry cable to the transmission assembly. Now you can see a similar protrusion here on the cable. So this has to go inside that slot. Only then will it register the data reading. So please ensure that while you're connecting it, this goes into the slot and is securely held on to using this socket here. As you can see that it is now sat inside that slot here. Now all you need to do is to push this socket into place and it will hold that cable into that hole there and put the securing clip back. Now you can see that I've inserted the socket into that hole there. Now you have to insert the securing clip back, don't forget. There you go, the securing clip is also inserted. There's the clip. Now you can push this socket back. Guys, this clip is important because if you lose this, your screw is not going to hold on to any thread. So ensure that you don't lose this metallic clip. All right, guys, check this out. The LEDs look fabulous. All the gauges beautifully lit up and looks quite nice with the white backlighting. Very pleasant too. It's not over the top or anything. Guys, so that completes our instrument cluster overhauling activity. I hope this video was useful. Let me know if you have any comments and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Thank you.